Battlefield 2042 is good, but god damn is it buggy as hell.
You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
You ruined it for me.
2042 for me contains all of the components that is needed to make a good Battlefield game. It captures a familiar essence but also has this nice freshness about it too. That's a statement, however, that might sound a little bit radical given the overall mood of the coverage that this game has been receiving. And it's something I fool myself on every single time, where I get all excited about finally getting a taste of a new game that I've been looking forward to for months and months, and then when I finally play it, I forget that what I'm playing is not the finished product. It has been confirmed by DICE that this is in fact a build from around 3 months ago, and thank God. But hold up, question. Why are we being asked to quote-unquote test and give feedback by playing a dated version of the game? DICE have answered back on this. They claim if they were to launch the current build of the beta, it would put the entire development on hold. And that's a brief explanation to a much more complex situation, but it's something I can sort of just think about and empathize with, honestly. But it doesn't change the fact that this beta is busted. I'll run down some of the most notable issues I ran into, so hold on, let me just get back into character for a sec. Tiny little issues like not being able to get past the bloody start menu. I was at this for 45 minutes when I ran into this bug. I tried restarting my console, swapped controllers, I moved the game file over to the internal, I downloaded a copy, I logged in as a guest, and I plugged in a keyboard to no avail. I had one last trick up my sleeve, and that was to hard reset the console, which logically didn't make sense because resetting the console didn't work. But I did it, I went to the menus, and the DICE bouncers there finally gave in and said, "Oh, on you go, son." But by then, I was just emotionally drained. And lo and behold, I landed in a game where we had no sectors and we lost by about 600 tickets. So I think the game was trying to tell me something, and I didn't listen. Another thing worth mentioning that I played on the last generation, Xbox One.
Oh no you didn't!
The performance overall was very janky. Gunplay feels very sloppy and stiff at times. I had a number of just really awkward gunfights, using a full magazine in close quarters 1v1, or surviving encounters that I really shouldn't have been able to, and just making the most casual kills, especially with the snipers, just look so difficult. By all means call me bad, like I'm not going to turn up at your house or anything for something like that, but other people have mentioned this and it made me feel better about myself. Also, bad hit registration didn't really help. The audio is like a nightmare that you can't wake up from. Gun sounds are frequently compressed and out of sync, making them feel less satisfying to shoot. Important awareness cues like explosions, enemy tanks, grenades landing at your feet are all very diminished. And the footsteps are like earthquakes. My biggest concern regarding the gameplay side of things, before we'd even seen it, was the specialist system. And having now had some time to see how they operate, I'm still not sold on them. All they obtain is just one exclusive piece of equipment and a couple of perks, and you pick one other universal gadget from health packs, rocket launchers, repair tools, armor plates, and that's it. At least in this build, unlike in previous games, the situation we're in now is that there is no way to differentiate what each soldier brings to the battlefield at a glance. In previous games, you know, when you were low on health or ammo, let's say, you could aim at a friendly who could help and you would simply press the request button or interact with the quick chat. Now granted, you didn't always get what you asked for, but at least as an individual you could say that you did everything you could to make it possible. In this build of 2042, you cannot do either of those things. At least on console there is no quick chat. So in the unlikely event of being surrounded by coherent teammates, you are unable to inform them of your request of what it may be. Like, holy crap, this guy actually dropped me some ammo! But it doesn't work. And DICE, please, was giving both teams different character models to make it easier to know who's a friend and who's a foe too much to ask for. I've never apologized so many times while playing a video game as well. No, I did see her, don't worry, I'm on top of this. Ah, teammates, they're coming up behind her. Oh bitch, you are about to get butchered. God damn it, didn't even see him. Reviving people requires a lot more effort and energy than should be legal. It really breaks my spirit when I just want to help my buddy get back into the action, but the game thinks I want to pick up his weapon. Even when the revive prompt appears, it still remains non-compliant. And then there's a few amusements that will be sorely missed when they get patched, like the parachute glitch that completely blows people's cover, the ragdoll physics, and my personal favourite was when our dumbass commander thought we had just lost Sector B right after we captured it.
They control all of Bravo Sector.
I could easily make this video 20-30 minutes if I wanted to express everything that I witnessed in this beta that honestly lies beyond the limits of human understanding. But I'm still buying it. I know that's going to sound a touch pathetic in the context of what I've just been discussing, but there were brief moments throughout my playtime that were really captivating when things were going right. And one small thing I appreciated as well was the radio stations. I thought it was a nice little touch. I know it's something very vague, but I don't know, it's for some reason it just blended nicely into the chaos that was happening around you. But it would be nice if we could customize them in the future.
That's a conspiracy theory! That's a conspiracy theory! You think you're fucking tough, you're about to get it!
I can see what DICE is going for, and I'm rooting for them. And as amusing as it is to see the internet tear them to shreds over this broken mess of a beta, when it finally releases, I would rather have a game that functions in a way that causes me to enjoy myself. Thank you for watching my video. Take care of yourself, and I will now leave you with the clip that summarizes my Battlefield 2042 experience. Take care.